What is up, everyone? Today, we're going to talk about how to run a business with a family at home. My name is Chris Channa, and I'm the founder and CEO of Active Age Daytime Senior Care. And we got Dre in the house.
How you guys doing, man?
And you are on the #1 channel for senior care entrepreneurs, where we talk senior care and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And today, he said probably the one question that I can't answer with a beautiful, perfect response,
why?
Because that's something I'm still working on. What's your question?
All right, I got you. So the question is, how do you run a company with a family at home?
How do you run a company with a family at home?
Please tell me.
I can tell you one thing is for sure is that there's a lot of people out there that probably do this 10 times better than me. And I'm not an expert in it. Often,
He's being modest.
I often try to find ways or listen to other people that are in similar situations and kind of just, take advice from them, because it is hard. There's friends of mine that are single, no family, no kids, and they have complete freedom, to put 100% of all of their effort 7 days a week into their businesses. The reality of it is that when you have a family, when you have children, you have a wife, you have all of these additional responsibilities in addition to your business that are needing your attention, and you're only one person, and so there's obviously no way that I could do it without my wife, because that teamwork where, she really makes and takes care of 90% of the home front, throughout the day, making sure everyone's at their appointments, they got what they need for school, and all of those different things, their homework's taken care of. So that way, that does give me the freedom and allows me to focus on the business. But at the end of the day, the reality is how can I be intentional in every area? How can I be intentional with my team? How can I be intentional with our future and the vision for that future? How can I be intentional with my wife? How can I be intentional with my children? It's intentionality. Mm-hmm. And I'm not an expert at it. I got a lot of work to do myself.
You sound like an expert, man.
Nah, but having a very specific focus, if there's a brief moment in time that I'm going to be able to have that time with my daughter, I started the other day because now school's back in session, so I'm taking her to school. And in the morning time, it's so easy for me to throw on, my audio book or put music on our drive, and kind of get back into that routine that I had been in. But now it's okay, look, we have 10 minutes in the car together. Okay. and there's sometimes she wants to talk about Barbie and her friends and all this stuff. And you know what? I just got to go along with it. I got to be intentional. I got to listen to her. Who's Lily? Who's Grace? What are they doing? What are what's happening in her life, and getting her to talk about those things. Nice. And having that intention. And that way, when we leave that day, it's I know that me and her bonded. We had that time together, that I got to hear about how she's doing in school. I got to hear about her friends. I got to, spend time intentionally with her, because I may not see her again that evening. By the time I get home, she might be in bed,
True.
And so I got to make sure that every single one of those moments that I have, there's intention behind it.
Because you got to turn off,
dude,
business side.
Bro, and it is hard, man.
Wife.
And the only way to do it is intentionally, right? Because I could work 24/7. I could work from the time I get up to the time I go to bed every single day of my life. I just have that. I don't know what that is, but I just have that, that's just my thing, man. That's what I enjoy the most, It's without it, I wouldn't know what to do, I'd be lost. I couldn't be someone sitting at home with a bunch of hobbies. I just wouldn't fly.
So you have a schedule out for the day with your kids, your wife?
Yes, I would say that we're trying to have at least one day a week where it's Chelsea and I, whether that's her and I going out together just on a date, or whether we're going out with a couple or with a group of friends, where it's getting us some time together, some parent time, some adult time, without the responsibility of the kids, but then also having that family time,
Definitely.
And being able to have that time together, it's Saturday for us was kind of it was some time for Chelsea and I as parents, and then Sunday, we did stuff with the kids. We went boating and took them with us. Nice. and it was kind of the focus was on them. Every day or every week is just a little bit different. But having some of those times for that, and then the reality of it is like you said earlier, how to shut it off, right? It's in that car when, on the way to school, when I'm dropping Emily off, in my mind, I want to listen to that podcast that maybe I started listening to this morning. I want to listen to that audiobook and finish it, but I got to put everything down and intentionally be present with my daughter during that moment. And so intentionality, presence. It is a work in progress. I don't have it all figured out. And it's something, especially right now, as we expand, the adult daycare franchises and we grow from, like 2 locations to 100, like that is going to be a lot of strain, that's a lot of pressure that's put on in the work environment. And it's like, I'm going to have to continue to work even harder at being intentional at home.
Well, you're doing a great job, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man. You're trying to give me a big head. So
Nah, I'm dead serious, man.
If you guys want to learn more about opening up your own business in senior care, with assisted living, home care, adult daycare, reach out to us. Go to chrischana.com. And if you'd like to learn more about opening up your own adult daycare, you can check us out at the Adult Daycare Academy. Everything can be found at chrischana.com, Chris with a K, chana.com. And we'll see y'all soon. Get back to work.